when we look at revolutionary activities, it has to be conceived as one of the strands of Indian national movement. So Indian national movement, when we look at it, it chiefly starts with the founding of Indian National Congress. Dani mundu it will be Raja Ram Mohan Rai, evolution in the social religious reform movements, tarvata Indian national movement, and then Swadeshi movement. Those are all one line of development of Indian national movement. And revolutionary activities is a kind of outspurt, one of the stream which comes from it's an outcome anamata. It's one of the byproduct of the Indian national movement, because it starts somewhere here. This is the phase where it starts. So this is like what are the motivating factors for these things to come. Revolutionary activity and a specific trend, why has it come? It is majorly because of a kind of disillusionment with the moderate politics or the moderate means, constitutional means evaithe unnayo, the other sections of the population or the other sections of the society, they are not very happy with it. So దాని నుంచి వచ్చే రెండు diverging trends here is, one is the extremists within the National Congress, the extremist leaders, Tilak and all, and other strand is not a strand exactly, other reaction during that time is revolutionary activities anamata, where it is like more violent. When you take extremists, they are radical, but they are still within the kind of framework of Congress or the framework of Indian national movement. A broad framework lo untaru, but more koncham aggressive means like extra constitutional means, hartals or strikes and all these things. But ikkadiki vachesariki they will mostly adopt the cult of violence, cult of bomb, and through killing, direct methods of violence. That is where it is taken up as individual activities anamata ikkada. So during this phase, like you will see various individuals, various societies avanni untayi, like Yugandhar or anti-circular society, and Pulindas, like people and societies are kind of whatever papers they have or means or methods to reach people, not to reach people but to make their point. So that is how during this phase this becomes one of the major factor, the failure of moderates and also the Swadeshi movement not giving up any solid results. So appudu they will come out, and at the same time there will be other events happening. So there will be a war between Russia and Japan, Russia being an imperial power, and Japan at that time, even now it's a very small country, but Japan defeats Russia. So that actually the revolutionary people with revolutionary attitudes, they drive a great inspiration from it anamata. And such a small country has defeated such a major country, so they derive that kind of inspiration from that a small person or a single person can also make a huge difference anese. So this is where this is the basic reason or motivating factors for upsurge of revolutionaries from this context. 1904, yeah. Revolutionary ideology అంటే ఇది చాలా ఇన్సిగ్నిఫికెంట్ కంట్రీ కదా, జపాన్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఐలాండ్. సో లైక్ దట్ అంటే ఒక స్మాల్ పర్సన్ ఆర్ ఎన్ ఇండివిజువల్ కెన్ ఆల్సో ఫైట్ ఎ మేజర్ వన్ అనేసి, దట్స్ హౌ దే డెరైవ్ దట్ ఇన్స్పిరేషన్ ఆర్ ఎనర్జీ ఫ్రమ్ ఇట్. So that way this is the basic reason how the revolutionaries or revolutionary activities come, and ekkada there will be some societies and organizations avanni, and that you can read in as facts on the material. And one of the major means for those people is or kind of activities entante, these things they will anyways use, and secret societies. Secret societies and papers and journals. So these are the two major kinds of like, because Indian National Movement, when you take Indian National Congress, it has a platform. That's Indian National Congress itself, and through constitutional means. So they have a platform to express their ideas or to reach out to people. But these people are not recognized either by the Indian National Congress or by the British government. So why they have to meet and discuss things, right? That is the way that they have that's the reason they have their secret societies. And there will be different people who have set up organizations, secret organizations, and associated people. And to reach out to people, they will publish their ideas in some papers and journals which are specific to these societies and specific to the persons who have started them. Right? So these are all like factual things. You can just society eppudu, a year, or which person has kept it, and what are the journals associated with them. Those all you can read from the printed material. Fine. So this is the first phase of the Indian revolutionary activities during this period till 1915. And the central idea is this one, and it will be more individualized, and these are their activities and ideology.
What was the main objective for the time being?
Independence, they are all Swaraj or self-rule. Swaraj, like not Swaraj, independence. Of course, through violence, violent means. So after this one, like there will be nothing much activity. After Swadeshi movement and repressive policies of British tappudu, here the revolutionaries, there will be not much activity of the, not much revolutionary activities. Again, during non-cooperation movement, this is one major event where like all the people are, it's a pan-India movement where different sections of the society participates. And indulona like so-called revolutionaries kuda so revolutionaries too, they participate in this non-cooperation movement, because this is the first mass movement or pan-India movement, and they have an idea of independence. Swaraj for the first time is put forward in non-cooperation movement. So with that aspiration and with that hope, revolutionaries, they participate in non-cooperation movement. But after the decimation or the stopping of the non-cooperation movements is man pills kada, why it has stopped. And so here like again there will be a great disillusionment of people, and some people they become Swarajists, some they go on with the constructive work. And here the revolutionaries will be left with four options: either to remain in Congress and carry on the constructive activity, or to join Swarajist politics, or to carry on their own this one, like during this phase how it has happened, like to carry on their own activity, or to adopt socialism, because this is again a new stream which has come into picture at that point of time, background, because Russian Revolution happening in 1917. So these people will reject these two things and they will adopt this one, these two. Fine. And here like one of the major development in revolutionary movements is this one.
To remain in Congress, to join Swarajist,
they will not adopt these ways. And the event tarvata, like they have these four things to do. I mean, choose any one of the four paths.
But they were still in Congress,
Yavaru?
the revolutionaries. Like
Subhash Chandra Bose. Subhash Chandra Bose, he was a congressman. At that time, he is still into. Yavaru? Avunu. Subhash Chandra Bose, he comes out later kada. 1939, 38 or 39, time. Till then, he is a Congress person only.
So after the non-cooperation movement, they have come out.
Evaru?
The
revolutionary. In non-cooperation movement, it's a pan-India thing, so everyone participates. And moreover, like here, like you see, during this phase, they will lose their relevance, like not much revolutionary activities will be there. So after this event, like people who are still having that kind of ideology or immediate urge for freedom or having that violent whatever ideology, they have these 4 options to do. So like they will not choose these things and they will go for this one. And one major development here is their movement is now characterized by socialism. So this is the period I have told, right, 1992 nunchi like till civil disobedience movement daka, that is a period where you will see significant number of revolutionary activities. So here you will come across all these people, Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh. And all, Sukhdev. So these all again you will, whatever activities or organizations they are related with, they are all factual things or journals, books avanni. So after this phase, yeah, ఉంటాయి కదా, హిందుస్థాన్ సోషలిస్ట్ రిపబ్లిక్, వాట్ ఇస్ ద ఆర్గనైజేషన్ పేరు? They will have socialistic ideas. So, I mean, in the sense like, yeah, they will adopt social ideas, socialist ideas, equality. Sukhdev, Rajguru, అంటే బోల్డ్ మంది ఉంటారు కదా ఇక్కడ. ఇవన్నీ లైక్ యూ కెన్ names, details, those are all factual things, not. So after this one, this phase, chiefly these people will decline. One of the major reason ఏంటంటే this British suppression. There will be many conspiracy cases happening at this time. Kakori conspiracy, Chittagong conspiracy. Because they will also not have popular support of Congress. So it is easy to put conspiracy cases and suppress them. That one, and also they don't have any popular social base. Most of the social base is inclined towards Gandhian movement or you say Congress development, this one. So popular base ఉండదు, and socialism they adopt, but to implement it in practice, it has to happen through an organized platform kada. So that is done by another stream. Socialists, Gandhi and Nehru, they develop the socialist trend and it becomes a part of Congress. So though the ideology which they have adopted here is a popular one, it cannot be implemented in practice because of the absence of a proper organized official platform. So because of those reasons, the revolutionaries decline after this event, and the next major revolutionary activity we see is Indian National Army by Subhash Chandra Bose. That one we have discussed in last class, kada, why he comes and what he does. So this is the broad framework. It's a small topic. Concept of revolutionary activities is, and remaining things, paper or person and paper organizations avanni you can read from the material. And other thing is ekkada, after this inactivity here, like another trend is these revolutionaries, they enter the native states. Native states, after this suppression and all, they will enter the native states and they will inspire the people of native states for independence. So that is also one of the reason for native people movements. Prajamandali movement అని చెప్పాను కదా, సో దానికి అదర్ రీజన్ ఇది కూడా. డ్యూరింగ్ దట్ ఫేజ్, ఆఫ్టర్ సపరేషన్ ఆఫ్ రెవల్యూషనరీస్ ఇన్ బ్రిటిష్ ఇండియా, దే విల్ ఎంటర్ ద నేటివ్ స్టేట్స్ అండ్ దే బ్రింగ్ దట్ అవేర్నెస్ ఇన్ ద పీపుల్ కైండ్. సో అది బ్రీఫ్లీ అబౌట్ రెవల్యూషనరీ యాక్టివిటీస్.